Hi, space.com. Comet Leonard, the brightest of the year, is fading and acting strange. Comet Leonard is not brightening like scientists thought it would. Something strange is happening to Skywatcher's most anticipated comet of the year. There's so much commercial in that article. Astronomers first spotted what's been dubbed Comet Leonard in January 21. And soon skywatchers were eagerly anticipating December or January when the comet was due to pass by first Earth, then by the Sun. But by late November, observers noticed something strange. The comet should be getting brighter as it approaches the Sun. And it is, but apparently only because it's getting closer to Earth, not because it's coming inherently brighter. Instead, it seems to be fading. It's not great news. The comet should be brighter and brighter. Quanzi Yi, an astronomer at the University of Maryland who specializes on comets, told Space.com. If it's not getting brighter, then something's wrong, but we don't know exactly what at this stage. Based on what they've seen from previous comets, scientists worry that Comet Leonard's strange dimming means the Iceball may be doomed. In the past, some comets have broken apart, faded even as they fly closer to the Sun. It's been the first sign that something is happening. Why it's fading? There are all kinds of hypotheses. Yes, the simplest and the most obvious is something unhealthy is happening to the comet. The most likely hypothesis, he said, is that Comet Leonard is already splitting up or it will begin to do so soon, but other factors could be to blame. For example, the comet should simply be running out of ice for the sun to evaporize. Although Yes thinks that's unlikely, it seems to be too coincidental. Nevertheless, it's too early to call Comet Leonard a goner. The images I've seen from this morning, December 7th, the comet still seems to be okay. Morphologically, it looks fine, but the intrinsically fading trend is still continuing. Time will tell. We don't know at this point. Yes said that the first sign a comet is doomed is that it loses its ion tail, the stream of charged particles pointing from the comet in the direction opposite the Sun. That feature could disappear with a few hours of a comet breaking apart. Comet Leonard makes its closest approach to Earth on Sunday. Its perihelion or closest approach to the Sun comes on January the 3rd. Although the Sun's influence will ease up after January the 3rd, the comet isn't necessarily safe even if it survives that long. Comets do all sorts of weird things, Ye said. Sometimes they disintegrate before reaching perihelion, sometimes after, and there are even hypotheses saying that comets can disintegrate when they are farther out from the Sun. So, we won't know until we see it happen. There are several factors could break apart the comet, you noted. The gravitational tug of the Sun or a large planet could pull it apart. Sure. But the comet's heart could also implode. If the comet's material vaporizes in quite the right way, it could speed up the comet's spin so dramatically that the ice ball flies to pieces. And if Comet Leonard does break apart, scientists may never know what was the culprit. Usually, for individual comets, it's hard to determine which is the dominant driver. Should skywatchers panic? No, they should watch this video instead.
the electric model, comets on elongated orbits pick up negative charge while far from the sun. As they move into the sun's positively charged environment, electric discharge is the predictable effect. Electric discharge machining of the nucleus sputters negatively charged oxygen atoms from the surface. These negative ions then combine at some distance from the nucleus with solar wind protons to form the OH radical so prevalent in the coma. Numerous variations in the electrochemistry of the coma are certain to follow, and such reactions would be expected even when no water is present on the comet nucleus. The hydroxyl radical may not mean what astronomers have routinely assumed.
So I suggest everybody to watch that video from the beginning to the end, and let's have an eye on the Comet Leonard, even I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, it's something we maybe should really keep an eye on, because we're all connected. Thanks. Bye.